Are we live or are we not live?
We are Memorex.
Let us know, because it was doing pop-up saying you've gone into a test mode.
They said try again, so
Try again.
we're good.
Yeah. Good morning. Got junk in our trunk. Oh, we are trying to get stuff packed. Yeah, Rhonda, my weekend sales were ridiculous. Good. In a good way. Ridiculous. So.
No, they weren't ridiculous. They were just good.
Yeah, no.
Really, really good.
I'm so thrilled with the weekend, and we'll see how it goes from here, because it just seems like eBay does good. Oh, good morning, Joy Flipper. Are you retired yet?
Hurt me, right? If she ain't, she better be.
Getting there. We got to plan our next get together. Where was it going to be?
Well, wherever they decide.
But we talked about Ruby
Dandridge.
Tuesdays.
Dandridge.
Yeah,
or
Ruby
something.
Tuesdays. We need to get that scheduled here real soon and let April know. Hello, Amy. All my friends are here.
Shaney.
All my friends.
Hey,
that's funny.
Everybody that's messaged us, we've actually met in real life and
I know.
got to eat a meal with them.
Yep, everybody on there.
And
That's funny. Finally, Rhonda.
It only took 19 years.
I know. Going part-time in 2 weeks. Oh, that's, yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing.
That's a good idea. But how part-time is part-time? You know, is it
35 hours a week.
10 hours a week? Yeah. Oh, you know what, Rhonda? True. I have been sending a lot of stuff to the hub. So.
Good morning.
Hello, Ivan.
And fun finds.
Not late. We're just getting started. Yeah. But yeah, I talked about, I think in the last live, and probably in some of my Watsolds, and yeah, we're late on my Watsolds, y'all. I was really sick this weekend. I ended up in the ER yesterday. So, much better today. 3 doses of antibiotics, and I'm working towards feeling better. But, I think in one of my last Watsolds or the live, that I took all of my really high dollar stuff and made them free shipping to see if I could test the whole Google thing, and is it seeing the items with flat rate shipping versus calculated shipping. And I've sold three high dollar things in a week. I sold a Polly Pocket thing for $140. I sold a Sasha doll, y'all. I sold one of my Sashas for $400. And then today, get out of the way.
No.
Today
I'm
we're
work.
shipping this. I can't see. Hold on.
It's
I
there.
know, but I don't know if I'm standing right. Oh, here. I sold my Lego McDonald's set that I picked up at the Sasha Doll estate sale. I took a best offer of $250. So that's 3 things that have sold using the free shipping. So, you know, consider it. You know, if you when you're selling something for $400, I'm not going to bother adding a few dollars to it for the shipping. But you know, it's working for me. Unlike somebody else who changed his whole store to flat rate shipping, and his sales have plummeted.
Now, when I was doing the switch, we sold quite a few, and then once the switch was done, it's like nothing.
Nothing. We've since October, I think 5th, we've sold something in that store. You know, it's small.
Every day.
Every day until yesterday.
But
no sales yesterday there.
The last time I looked, it had been 47 in 31 days, so about an item and a half a day. So if you're only selling an item and a half a day, you're going to have days with 0. You're going to have that.
Yep. Yay, yes,
So
a doll sold.
20 to 24 hours.
Is that what it's saying?
Yeah. Now you're gonna do that in like 3 days, or you're gonna do half days. I don't know. Half a day of work every day sounds good, but also only 3 days a week sounds good too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would like to just get the morning and be done. You know what I mean? Sorry. Do 4 hours in the morning and be done.
I don't know.
And then work on eBay.
A 4-day weekend sounds good too.
Well, that's true. Okay, let's do 5 hours a day. Right, I'm trying to do this.
Get out of my way.
You're in my way.
You're taking up too much time.
Yes, Nona's daughter. We've got the same rain here. It is blah. As I was walking in here, we don't have gutters on this building, and the water just went plop right on my head. We make her feel energized. Whew, I haven't been feeling energized this weekend, though. Nobody nope. But we're on the mend. We're on the mend.
Y'all, every time she goes to the emergency room, I start looking up vacation destinations. Because I figure if I'm going to enjoy the life insurance policy, if I can't have her with me, I might as well enjoy the life insurance.
He's full of it. Ooh, like that. He's full of it. Oh, I'm about to change your pants to what I was trying to get shipped. You done messed stuff up, mister. That's how you make a mistake. It's not paying attention. Yeah. The thing, like today, I'm also about, well, yeah, today, was it free ship? No, I don't think so. I sold another large item, and it's going UPS ground. So make sure if you have oversized items, you're putting UPS ground as your primary, unless you don't have access to an UPS drop-off. But we do. It's inconvenient, but it's a major difference. Well, the doll was like $15 UPS ground, but it was going to be, I think, $58 USPS ground advantage. Major difference. Nobody's going to pay $50. Well, maybe, but doubtful. Doubtful.
You're much more likely to get someone to do the 15 than the 58.
Yes. So make sure that's your primary. I don't do FedEx. I see too many horror stories with FedEx and them coming back after the fact and doing those overcharging.
And I don't know what your all FedEx delivery drivers are like, but ours are the worst ever.
Ridiculous.
We down our road the other day, there's mailboxes along the road, and there was a FedEx package because it looked like the FedEx logo stuff on the poly mailer to me. Mm-hmm. And it was laying by somebody's mailbox about 6 inches from the pavement.
Yeah.
And just out there along the road. Their house is like 300 feet back off the road probably. And it's just lying there next to the road waiting for someone to run over it or steal it.
Yep. We have like most people, our town has a local Facebook group, and it never fails. At least once a week, somebody posts a picture. Is this your porch? Is this your door? Because my package got delivered there.
And it's almost always FedEx. And it's got to be more than once a week, though.
Probably more than that, yeah. All right, is these those pants?
Yes.
Okay. We're trying to ship too, y'all. So back to 2 pounds.
Good morning, Jane Myers.
13, 10.
All right, so we had one buyer buy 2 items.
He's not happy.
They bought this, which is, I gotta kick you out of the way.
Oh, no.
This lovely 2,000-piece puzzle, which was kind of a bear to put together, but fun. It was a fun puzzle.
It was a bear.
This was the Cinderella, right? Yeah,
Paid 50 cents for it. I don't even know what it sold for. A lot. 40 maybe?
And they also bought this thing.
A dinosaur.
Why not like 2 puzzles or 2? Why? I don't understand their shopping, but they bought, so I'm happy. But what a pain in the butt to have to box this thing up.
Well, good morning, Miss Jane.
3 jackets yesterday. It is the season. It is the season to be merry.
And
My
cold.
name's Mary.
Look, and cold. Yes, I'm cold. My favorite shirt for out here.
This is going to be a pain. Package up McDonald's here. What do we got? needs.
Lots and lots and lots of packaging. The guy that for the McDonald's, you know, I've told you guys, I do not list stuff as new. I just, if I was to go to Marshall's and buy something retail arbitrage, yeah, I would mark that new, listing it. But things I pick up at estate sales, yard sales, I don't mark it new. And the guy sent me a message because he was confused on why I said it was sealed, but I had it as pre-owned. And it, you know, he still got it. So it doesn't hurt. And I did tell him in the message, you know, there may be small imperfections in the box. And that was just my reasoning. But I never, ever, ever, unless it's like a sealed puzzle. You know that's new. There's no issues. It looks like it just came off a shelf. But vintage stuff, no. Nope, nope, nope. The other stuff already packed, yeah. 2, 4, 3.
So we got
You need that shirt. I found it at a yard sale. The best way to find it. I think I paid like $1 for it or something.
Hello, Melissa.
That's what I do too, Shani. I don't say pre-owned, but I'll say unused.
No, but
A lot of times.
But the condition is pre-owned
Right.
that you have to put on eBay.
Yep. All right, back to print a label. Huh? We've sold 2 things now since we pulled. Come on, eBay. Another clothing item. Hello, Melissa. Oh, I hope your mom's okay. I was telling everybody this was not a good weekend for me either. So we'll see. Hopefully I'm going to be on the mend, back to normal a bit at least. Soon.
Y'all, when she says it's not a good weekend for her because she didn't feel good, it wasn't a good weekend for me either.
Last night, I'm like,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
hungry.
Oh my gosh.
I'm hungry. And so he stood at the door and said, do you want a Happy Meal? Y'all, I'm a Happy Meal fanatic, but I've had like 5 of them in the last 2 weeks. I was like, no. He's like, do you want hot dogs? No. Do you want pizza? No. Do you want... And he just kept going down the list.
I was going to make spaghetti, but it was going to take too long.
Right. I didn't want to wait an hour for dinner. I was hungry then. So finally...
She said, I wish we had a box of cereal here. I need to get some cereal for the house. And I said, I'll go get it. That's going to take too long.
He went and got me cereal, and I had cereal for dinner. So...
I told her, I'm going to go get it. She said it's going to take 30 minutes. I said, it's going to take 20 to get to Walmart and back. And I said, if you think of something else while I'm out doing this, let me know. I'll pick it up or I'll come back and make it. But while you're thinking, because it's going to be at least 20 minutes
Yeah.
to figure this out.
I ate cereal. You're noisy.
There you go. There's your McDonald's thing.
Ooh, Mick. I wish that wasn't shaking like that, but when the box is sealed, it is what it is.
That's just Lego parts.
Yep.
Let's see. Library started their sale yesterday. Found some stellar. Oh, I saw that. You posted that Dungeons and Dragons first edition.
Yeah.
Dang.
I've only found Dungeons and Dragons once, ever. And they weren't in great. They had been like, they'd gotten a little wet somewhere. I still made good money on them, but nothing like it could have.
You know, got junk in our trunk. That was what we did with the clothing store. And it seems like it's doing pretty well that way. It has a faster sell through than the other store. If we had as many things in the clothing store as we do in the other store, it would be making more money. But we just don't have nearly as much. We've got like 10,000 compared to 700.
Yeah.
You know, so like 1/7 as much or something like whatever. Not even 1/7, 1/15 as much.
Do I want to insure this? I'm interrupting. Do I want to insure this?
No.
No. Okay.
So, is it doing well because clothes just sell better, or is it doing well because that store is focused, and people and people go to that store for that thing, and eBay recognizes that it's a clothes store, so it brings it higher in the algorithm for some reason? We have no idea. And Rebel just asked about insuring this McDonald's things for $250. Because with eBay you get the free $100 insurance with USPS, and so I said no. It's a pretty simple thing to pack. It's in a box. It's got the right size and length. It's got air pillows underneath, and there wasn't enough room for. I could have squeezed in some air pillows above, but it was a little too thick, and I didn't want to crush the box. So I put a bubble wrap there, technically medium bubble wrap. I don't think it's going to get damaged, so, and we didn't pay that much for it anyway.
Nope.
And if we only get 100 back out of it, we've done really well. The doll that we sold for $400, it's a bigger, more complicated thing to pack. It's got more. It's going to be more likely to get damaged than this McDonald's box. So I did put the insurance on it. It was like $5 or $3 or $5 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Plus,
it was going ground advantage too.
It was going ground advantage, and it was just like
no, UPS ground.
Yeah,
sorry.
UPS ground. And I just thought, it's more likely to get damaged than this little Lego set. So I went ahead and put. I wasn't thinking about that then, but in my mind, it's more likely to get damaged than a Lego set. So that's why I put the insurance on it. Plus, losing 400 is a lot more difficult in the mind than losing 100 or 250.
Yeah, not really, but.
Well, when you multiply that by the odds of something actually getting damaged. Let's see. Doc Cheney's going with Doctor.
I
Low
hope that
iron,
is.
and I can get back in the
I hope
groove.
that's what it is.
Yep, low iron's just eat differently or take some vitamins. You gotta start chewing on rusty bolts or something.
Uh-huh.
Captain Crunch. I had a roommate in college that ate Captain Crunch all the time.
Mine is Honey Nut Cheerios. I don't know what it is about that.
So for the clothing store, Rhonda, we didn't even start with a subscription. We did the free.
Yep.
And then we went with the cheap store, right? Mm-hmm. Until we maxed it out, and now we're at the one that gets you 10,000 listings, right? Or no, we're at the 1,000 listing one.
The 1,000 one.
We're at the 1,000 listing
and I'm
store.
up to like 700 in there.
And then once we get to the point that we get to the 1,000, and we'll bump it to the 10,000. So we just kind of upgraded as we went. Somebody asked in the Facebook group the other day. They sold something international, and they thought they had international shipping turned off, but they had upgraded to a store, and I answered and said, it's the default, and that maybe it got flipped on. I can't remember my exact wording. But then when I checked the notifications in our clothing store, at some point after upgrading to a store, eBay International got turned on for us. And I don't know what made eBay turn it on for us automatically. Was it that the account had been in existence for X amount of time? Mm-hmm. Had we sold X number of items? Had we sold X dollars worth of stuff? Or had we upgraded to a store X number of days? I have no idea. But something caused that account to flip the international shipping on. I think it was on October 16th.
Yes, and we got notified. Yay, next month we're going to be top rated seller in that account.
Yes.
So.
We got notified that we achieved that if we had been graded top rated seller, but it was like 2 days after we were rated. So we missed that by 2 days, which isn't a huge deal, but you're talking 10% of your selling fees over the next month, which could be, an extra, depending on how much we sell, could be, $50 difference in how much we net out of eBay.
And I think, Rhonda, for me also, I think getting the clothes out of my store and focusing back on toys, mostly, may help me too. And may hurt me because, I was selling quite a bit of clothes. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Don't know.
Yep, we just don't know about the niche stores. If eBay would just tell us, hey, if you have a store that's very general, you're not going to perform as well in your impressions and stuff as stores that are more focused on a specific niche. Just tell us that. It's not that big of a deal. You're not letting any huge secrets out with it. Just let us know that sort of thing so that we can plan our stores accordingly. We'll open multiple stores, but that probably doesn't suit eBay very well.
I don't
Good
know.
morning, Sandra P.
Yes, happy rainy Monday here, but it's a good day to get a bunch of work done. A bunch. I didn't work yesterday, so I didn't have listings for this morning, and so I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball right now.
18.
I'm stuck with this thing again. Give me the tape. I can't get it off my hand. Yep. Boosting the other store. Yep. It seems to be helping, so we'll see. I'll keep getting his stuff out of my store and building his store. And yes, oh y'all, I'm telling on you. I'm throwing you under the bus. Yesterday, I said I wanted him to start learning how to do the AI and list perfectly, so he can do the close, right? I just can't seem to get to it as much as I want to because it's fourth quarter and I have this to deal with. So he's like, wait, I want to watch videos and learn how to do it. Maybe I'll figure out an easier way or a more expedient way. And and I was like, but there's little things that, if you don't know it because we cross this to other platforms, he's like, no, let me figure it out.
Let me explain this real quick. I got reasons, y'all. I wanted to come at it from a totally different angle that she did it, and then maybe by doing that, I would be able to improve upon the process that she has, right? Just by having a different viewpoint, I might be able to improve on it. Like some of the things around here, over the years, I have a different viewpoint on things, and I've been able to improve things.
Right.
On her processes that were good, but I've been able to improve on them by having a different viewpoint. And I thought, go ahead. Finish it down. She's got me hung out in front of the bus. Drop me.
I was laying down, and so he comes back in the room later on, and what did you say? He watched a few videos. He's like, I don't even know where the photos are. And I was telling him.
I know where they're at. I just don't know which ones you've done and which ones you haven't done.
Yeah, it was funny because basically he looked like a dog with his tail tucked coming in there and saying, yeah, you're going to have to show me how you do this.
And all of the videos I found were all of them said 1 year ago. So they were all probably released, a year ago on YouTube is a year to 2 years. So a whole 12-month period. But probably all shortly after the new feature came out and people were, releasing videos on how to do it. And I couldn't find anything recent that had, after any updates and changes like that would allow me to get the latest and the greatest version of how to do it.
I just thought it was funny because he just kept saying, no, I want to figure this out myself.
So Shane, if you're having sourcing withdrawals, just zip on over to Roanoke, hit the bins there, and that will cure you.
Yeah, it'll cure you in not a positive way. That is, y'all, I'm sorry, that is one of the worst bins we've ever been to.
If you have a good bins near you and you're passing through that area, I suggest stopping. That way, stop, check it out. That way you can really, really appreciate the bins that you have.
Yeah.
I'm worried about this order and how
What
it's
order?
going and what the size of it's going to be.
Yeah, because you
I'm afraid it's
probably
gonna-
need to do the 14.
I'm afraid it's going to be oversized.
Oh, no, look, the size of the bot. Well, other than the thickness.
It is oversized.
Yeah.
Because that's 34, that's 40 inches total. So it's over the 36.
Yeah.
Shane, that place is horrible. Yes, that place is horrible.
Very horrible. And then they make you line up, and only you have to line up to get to the next bins. It's just really weird. All right, I need a bag. You're in my way.
I'm trying to get your way here. No, so this is what I came up with for the puzzle and the dinosaur.
That sucks.
Yeah, this is a medium Walmart box, and I think it was 1814 or 2018-14. So it's a good chunk bigger than what I really want it to be.
But he's gonna have to cut it down for sure.
I read that wrong.
Did you? No,
Yeah.
20. Yeah. That's gonna suck.
I'm not going to be able to cut it down very much at all.
Nope. You're just gonna have to cut down the height.
Oh yeah, definitely going to cut that down. Where's your tape measure?
I put it in the basket.
It's you.
Using the basket.
You need fishing.
Oh.
Yeah, this is going to be bad.
Why?
It's going to be 21-19-7.
Let me go back and look. 21. Ooh, 19. 7. Well, they won't get any of their combined shipping back.
What did they pay?
And we'll be out. They paid 14, and it's going to be
okay.
$14.50.
Yeah, it'll be all right then.
Yeah, that
So-
sucks.
So the box eBay estimated was what, 2013-6, and it was going to cost like 8 something shipping, but the box it's going to take is 21-19-7, and it's going to be 14.56, and the buyer paid 14.17. So it's not gonna hurt us any, but usually we like to be able to refund the buyer some of their shipping
Yeah.
because of combining it. The basket's become part of Rebel. It's a handy little gizmo there. That little
Yep.
what is it? Shelf tray, storage tray thing.
Mm-hmm. I like it. It's right there beside me, and I don't pile up stuff in my picture taking cube. Because a lot of times I'll have the cleaners and the wash rag, and for when I'm doing the hard toys to wipe them down, and this way they just kind of stay until I need them.
So you've been purging the garage and arranging a bit in the garage. As I purge, I can actually see the floor again. Yup. Daniel and Janiah. 2 people in a bedroom for 1 person, and they decided they were going to clean up and rearrange yesterday, and they asked me they told me their plan and wanted to know if I thought it was going to work, and when I walked in I was like, whoa, you all have a floor in your bedroom, because I don't think I'd seen the floor in their bedroom in a while with all the stuff they have in there, because Daniel doesn't have tons of extra clothes, but Janiah has a lot of clothes. You know what we forgot to do last week?
But,
We didn't read one of these fancy dancy questions.
oh no, and you need to show them your test.
Oh, I will.
Having a slim trolley like back from burnout has to load with books to shelves. Yeah. I've been right here, look. Now that I've got my new shelves, I've been bringing the baskets up here, numbering them, and then as I list, I can just keep putting the same stuff in the baskets. I'm on the 4th basket so far of filling up the new shelves, it's just convenient when everything is right here, and I just can pile it in there.
Last Thursday, RJ's been learning the shipping for us because he's starts work at Food City, one of the local, it's a regional grocery store. They actually sponsor the Food City 500. At least they used to at Bristol Motor Speedway, and so he's not necessarily going to be able to go on trips with us like he used to be able to, like we just whenever he wants. So he's going to be here, so he's learning the shipping so that he could do that while we're gone. And we were out here working on. We did that, and then we were condensing the clothes because as we sell clothes, the boxes get empty, and then there's too much empty space in the boxes, so we shuffle all the clothes and empty out boxes that we can set aside. Sometimes I think one time we did it, we emptied 40 boxes in the shuffling. And so we were working on the shuffling, and I heard Rebel say, I just wish I need more empty shelves. So we stopped that and started moving the last, I don't know if y'all can see it, but back there were 3 shelves that we still had camping supplies and stuff like that on. And
Canning.
Mostly canning.
Mostly
It's
canning.
mostly canning jars and stuff. So we moved all that out into the basement and moved the very last little bit of the stuff in the basement over here. And we're almost finished, and it started raining. And not like, it was supposed to rain at 4. It was about 3, and it's not like, hey, let's have a sprinkle. It was like a frog strangler, y'all. It was bad. And then it quit. So we got everything wiped down, got it moved in. But now we got all the shelves over here. I think it's too far over, but the clothing used to be here where we take pictures of clothes. Used to be right there. That's gone. It's back in the basement to make room for more shelves over here, and we have space in the basement for that. So it's been good to get that all moved.
Shania, you know, when I lived in Johnson City, I used to every once in a while go to Food City for their salad bar. I haven't even checked this one here. Do they have it?
Probably.
I have not been in it in years because Walmart's so much closer for us.
I used to eat when I worked in Gray at that
Horrible place.
At the horrible place that shall not be named. Okay, so it was a call center. I was doing the IT stuff there. It was really bad. Never work at a call center if you don't have to.
Yeah.
But sometimes I would drive over to Food City and go to their the salad bar. I never got the salad bar, but you know they've got like chicken strips and chicken breasts and legs and mashed potatoes and gravy and all that sort of stuff. I used to go eat there. Oh yeah, Joy Flipper. Food City has good food in their deli. The burgers are great.
I'll have to go try that because that would be just a fast, easy, convenient thing.
And probably
It's
different
by the weight, right? Isn't that how they
a
do
lot
it
of
by the
times.
weight?
And it's probably different than what Walmart has. It might be even bigger and better than Walmart. So, because our Walmart basically has chicken. They have like chicken
yeah.
wings with General Tso's,
Potato
chicken
wedges.
strips, potato wedges, barbecue chicken strips, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, stuff like that. And Publix has one too. So, all right.
Oh, hold on.
What are your top 3 hopes and dreams for our kids?
Move out of my house. Move out of my house. Move out of my house. Okay. No, they figure out what they want to do in life that they enjoy. And I think Miles is on the way and Lance is on the way.
Mm-hmm.
They're both in either trade school or college.
Daniel,
My bigger boys they're already doing their own thing.
Daniel wants to do some IT stuff, but he wants to save up some money first.
Yep.
And then he probably needs to grow up a little bit because now he wants to take like a motorcycle trip around the country or something crazy. Was it a motorcycle trip or just a car trip? I can't remember.
I think yeah.
You know. But if you're going to do that sort of thing, before you get married and have kids is the time to do it. But yeah, no, figure out what you want to do. Something that you want to do in life that will you will enjoy and will make you a decent amount of money to live on. How about that?
Yeah.
You don't need to get rich, but have enough money to live on and enjoy life where you're not struggling for money all the time. And to marry someone that is good to them and that they're good and that and that they're good to that person.
Bag or box?
How much? 30. I'd put it in a box.
That was a quick sell too. I mean, I just listed this. Look, Winnie the Pooh doesn't normally sell for a whole lot. This one must be special. So it was listed for 40 and it sold for 36. So that's good. Sorry.
I gotta cut this box down, y'all.
Yeah.
So, let me flip over to here so I can see what I'm showing. Alright, so, you guys move. So this is what this looks like in this giant box.
That's terrible.
The problem is the puzzle is so long and broad because it's that 2,000 piece that we don't have a good box for it. And even if I had a good box for it, it would probably be length and width about the same size as this anyway. So
I need one of those. Do not use sharp objects. Y'all, this bear poo fits perfectly in here, but if they were to use a knife, it's going to tear the toy. Invest in the do not open with a sharp object if you know it is too close to the top. So that is my words of wisdom for the day.
Yeah. Ivan says, our son has a good job in IT, but he can't afford to move out.
Exactly.
It's tough.
That is their problem.
Right now to live on your own. Like, to get a one-bedroom apartment around here is probably $700.
Yeah.
Plus utilities and all, all that goes along with it. If you want a house, houses, depending on how nice the house is and how nice the neighborhood is, a cheap house is $600 a
Per
bedroom.
bedroom, yeah.
So you get a 3-bedroom house, you're looking at $1,800 a month.
And more like $2,000. You just was telling me about one the other
Right,
day.
but if you get something that's a nicer house or in a better area, it's going to be $800. It's going to be $800 a bedroom, and then you get utilities and all that on top of it. So it's very hard to move out.
And that's why I'm not saying my kids are not moving out because they don't want to. It's because they can't either. But it's a dream to have my house to myself, cleaned.
Where am I going to live?
Well, you better keep it clean.
No, but you said to yourself.
You know what I mean. To us. Was that a Freudian thing?
It might have been. Shani says she puts a strip of scrap cardboard on top of the plush to prevent them. That's a good idea.
That is. But, again, you're kind of adding a little bit of weight. And who's to say it won't shuffle?
Most things aren't near that borderline, though.
No. That's very, very seldom. And I'm still, every morning, y'all, I am lowering the prices when I do my end and sell similar. But I got the funniest message a couple days ago. I guess when I went to lower the price of something to $9.95, I missed the decimal. So it was listed for $9.95, $995, and some guy, I don't know if he was being a jerk or was trying to be funny, but he was like, I'll sell you mine for $100. And I was like, I just responded, LOL, this just shows how important a decimal place is. Because, but not only was that one listed for $995, I had like 5 of them that should have been $995. So now I gotta be careful when I do my end and sell similars. When I do it in the morning, I have like one little table light lamp in my living room. So it's kind of dark when I'm working. I need to just turn the light on. Because, I ain't never selling something for $995 unless it's a Sasha doll.
You could turn the brightness up on your monitor a little bit. That would probably do better than turning the light lamp.
Yeah, but it's my keyboard.
Oh, it's your keyboard?
It's my keyboard, and no, I don't want those lights turned on. I don't like it's one of those gaming keyboards, and it has like lights, but no, I don't like that.
I have the lights on mine, but I have them on solid, so they don't like wave and flash and blink and all that.
I need another one of those big long boxes. Oh, Nona, I'm sorry. Her mom passed away in April. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Trying to figure out, when that's all you've done is caregiving.
What does
my day look like?
Now, you don't have to go with Rebel here. Some people are morning people and some people are night people. She is not a night person at all.
No, so
your day might start at a different time.
I'm usually up somewhere between 5 and 6. Sometimes it's after that, but usually 5 to 6 I get up. And first thing I do when I get to my computer, I make my coffee, get to my computer, I send out my drafts. Usually whatever I've gotten ready the day before, so 20, 25 of them. Then I transfer them over to List Perfectly, and by that time, my coffee's ready, so I go get my coffee. Then, that's what in the mornings, I'm doing all of this administration type stuff. I move stuff from my store to Robert's store. I do end and sell similar in both stores. And then I should cross list, but I never do. And that's about the time. It's like an hour, hour and a half that he's getting up.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
15 minutes later.
Yeah, sometimes he gets up with me, which is not good because he's a night owl, so he doesn't go to bed till like midnight, where I go to bed at 10 on the dot or earlier. Then we eat breakfast and we come over here, and I usually will spend probably till at least, other than lunch, 2 to 3 over here doing whatever it is, whether it's taking pictures, getting my drafts ready, cleaning stuff, sorting stuff, just anything. But yeah, it's like 2 to 3, and then I head over to the house, do the laundry for the day of the toys.
If we're going sourcing that morning, you help with shipping. Mm-hmm. You get it done earlier.
Yep. So it's just, it's a full-time job for me. Yeah, and like if we go to the gym, you know, we usually leave about 2, and then I'll work a little bit later if I need to. But I spend my day over here doing work.
You treat it like you punched a time clock, essentially.
Right. And you know, that it just works out for us. You know, he takes care of the day-to-day stuff. You know, the grocery shopping, meal planning, all of that stuff.
And last night, you know, she's up and started, you know, sometimes an hour and a half before I get started. But last night, while she was lounging in bed, living the good life, I was down.
Sick.
Well, even so,
I would have normally be there.
You would have been there anyway. I was downstairs working on clothes, you know, bagging up clothes to get ready to send them to the lady that takes pictures for us.
Yeah.
Because I just do better sleeping in a little bit and staying up later.
Yeah. That's just kind of how it is. And literally, I have to go in my bedroom to not work, because my brain is always on what else could I have done today? What else should I do today? So because I've done this I've done it for 26 years, but to this level where this is our primary income, you know, it's, since we both, 12 years ago, we both quit our jobs to do this. So I have a hard time turning it off, and that is a definite issue. Good sounds, good sounds. Can you guys hear that when it goes off? I guess you can. Sold something else.
Now, some people, let me say this. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Shani hides from her dog in the morning to see how much alone time. Now, somebody asked in Rebels group, the Facebook group, you know, about a plush, and if the batteries were dead, and it was one of those internal batteries, you couldn't get to it, if it would be worth taking apart. And I answered that, is it worth your time and effort to do that? What's the plush worth? If it's worth $8, no, it's not going to be worth your time and effort. Mm-hmm. If it's worth 50 or 100, you know, maybe it would be worth your time and effort, depending on, you know, how much time you have for eBay. If you work a full-time job, maybe not. But I said you might count your time and effort repairing that as 0 if it's something you could easily, let's say you like to sit down and watch something on Netflix every night. Yep. You could sit with your lamp on or whatever, and if you could do that while you're watching a Netflix show, your time and effort would be essentially 0, unless you had something else you could work on while you were doing that. So if you have things that you can do while you're doing your cross-listing or while you're doing your listing, so that it will take you longer to get it done, then that might make your work more enjoyable. Like when I was switching those 700 items from calculated shipping to flat rate shipping, I found a bad zombie movie and I found a bad alien movie, and I played those, and because it's not something I need to pay attention to. It was just, you know, like the acting wasn't the greatest, the special effects were awful, but it provided entertainment for me that I could watch and you know, get some level of enjoyment out of. but I didn't want to watch something that would completely draw in my attention, like some sort of big thriller that I wouldn't get my work done. So you got to find that, at least I do. I have to find that happy medium between entertaining but not too entertaining when I watch something like that.
Yeah, and I think it's important to have your downtime. And I mean, I struggle with that, but I'm trying to be better. Like working on puzzles in the evening, after dinner, that type of stuff, just to kind of stop. It's funny. I see these memes of like women who are like, you know, talking to their husbands, and he's like staring off out the window, and she's like, "What are you thinking about?" And he's like, "What do you mean? What are you thinking about?" He says, "Nothing. I'm just enjoying the view." And she's like, she couldn't understand. And that's how I am. My brain is 24/7. 24/7. To the point where I go to sleep at night. We're having a good morning. When I go to sleep at night, I have to focus in on fan noise. I run a fan, and I have to focus on that noise just to turn my brain off enough to fall asleep. It's ridiculous. I'm guessing that means I'm probably ADHD. But I know Robert is like me. His brain is always going too.
It's some days I try to sit.
It's not a guy-girl thing.
No, my brain just but it's not always work. Mine might be going about, dumb. I mean, seriously, like dumb stuff. Like, how does a basketball goal and just dumb stuff. It just goes off and just ponders these really dumb things sometimes. And sometimes it's like, Rebel's smart. I'm smart. I know our kids are smart, but why do they do so many dumb things? I still ponder things like that. It just...
Yeah.
All zombie movies are bad. Some are better than others. Yes, yes.
See, that's what I read. I'm reading one right now. I love to read zombie books, but I cannot listen to them, and I cannot watch them.
Audiobooks. Shani, I do audiobooks.
I can't.
I love listening to audiobooks. I do that when I work on clothes, when I do shipping. I love, like, my favorite relaxing thing to do is to work on a puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle, and listen to audiobooks. I could just... That would be like when I'm retired and I can't do much. As long as I can listen to an audiobook and work on a puzzle, I'll be happy. I'll just be like, I can just sit there all day and do that. Because the audiobook, you know what the audiobook does for me?
What?
It turns my brain off.
Probably.
It gets my brain slowed down to where it's going to just listen to the story and work on the puzzle. When I was in school, I would have teachers get mad at me every now and then. For doodling in class, because I would doodle, and it annoyed some of them. But if I didn't doodle, my brain was gone. It was just off wondering, because I could sit and look at you, the teacher, and if I was sitting and look at you and staring and not taking notes, or not doodling, or taking notes because I needed to because it was hard, I wasn't paying attention to you. My brain was gone.
Yeah, I enjoy reading a book. I do it on my phone through Kindle, but I lose track of audiobooks. I can't, because I need to think. Especially when I'm working out here, I need to think.
Rhonda said she needs a Robert, but sometimes that brings more chaos than it's worth.
He'll walk in a room and he'll have a look, and I'm like, what has he thought about? It's like, what conversation are we about to have?
Music, but that kept me up. Yes, I can't do music because I want to sing, so that takes away from what I'm doing. I've tried listening to talk radio, but then I'm thinking, so I can't focus on the thing that I need to be doing. So, yeah.
Out here, if you look at my tabs up there, I'm watching YouTube videos of like American Idol, America's Got Talent, like the old shows. I only like to watch the, what are they called? The auditions. I don't watch the show at all. But that's what I watch all day long. It's just because I can hear the music, but I don't have to concentrate. And then every once in a while I'll go watch a video, a YouTube video of a reseller, but not very often.
See, known as daughter Annette. My math teacher in high school signed my yearbook. What a day for a daydreamer. For a daydream. Yep. See, Ron has been an audio when I'm working in the garage and not watching videos. Purging the garage has let me pass my book goal for the year by 10 books already. Hey, yep.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Do it.
I'm too particular about. I like the military action books and zombie books and alien invasion books. I'm kind of limited on what I like to listen to, I guess. Yes, instrumental Christmas music. That was what I was going to say to Shani about music. If I need to work and I don't have any book, and I just want to listen to music because I can't listen to a story because I need to focus, but I need something else going on. I listen to. There's a guy. Back in my day, we would have called it techno music. I don't know what they call it now, but there's a guy named Solomon that does that kind of stuff, and there's a music called Psytrance that I saw recently that I've listened to just a little bit, but I don't know enough. I don't know much about it, what it all is, but it's just kind of this electronic, rhythmic that it doesn't have enough words in it to make me want to sing anything, so I can listen to it. Order mine Christmas music all year.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so here is
His cut down box.
the cut down box. I got a bunch of air pillow. It moves a little bit in there, but I don't think it's moving enough to hurt.
Here, give me the measurements. Let me get back to it.
21.
21.
You have to move your arm. That's sticking over. 15.
Well, that's good. That's less.
7.
Why'd you say 19?
Because I thought this thing said 18.
All right, we did it. It's less than what they paid. By not much, but still. So 15, yeah.
21, 16, 6. That's the same, yeah.
Yeah. All right, perfect. Wait. Let me make sure it's still 7 pounds. I don't think so.
Oh, you're probably more like 4 pounds, but
6.
okay, 6. But that's not going to make a difference.
You don't know.
I know things.
Oh, I didn't.
Because of how big the box is.
True.
Fantasy
But
books.
it's done.
The only thing, I guess, fantasy that I've listened to recently is, I guess this would qualify as The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring book. I'm on Libby, and there's another one. Not Hoodlum. What is it? Hoopla. Hoopla.
Yeah.
I haven't looked in Hoopla to see what's in there. I've been listening to, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting my turn to get to the second Lord of the Rings book. Oh, before I forget, last week we started our test with Poshmark shipping stuff, because I'd seen that the label, the tape wasn't sticking, and the labels were not sticking to it. And it may be the labels. Like I said, these are some old UPS labels we had. I don't have any of the Betke labels that we're going to buy next, but this is the UPS label. And it appears to be
very
stuck on here pretty good still. I'm assuming the Betke labels, we've had good luck with them. They don't tend to come off very easy, but I really can't get a fingernail under there. I've heard that these tear easily. I don't know.
Anybody else using them yet?
I'm trying to, do I have anything here? A pin would poke it. If you tear it from the edge, yes, it tears easily. Pin pokes it and tears it if you dig at it. But it's not paper, it's plastic like the USPS ones.
But I've heard there is a paper one.
Oh, there is a paper one?
There's a paper one that's like those type.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we have them right there.
We do?
Right here.
Oh, we have those?
Yeah, those are the paper ones.
I didn't realize we had those. So here's the label on cardboard. It's
and
coming,
they wet.
It's
Get
coming
wet.
up. It seems like it's coming.
Here's the paper ones that they came out with. They're huge. I don't know what we're
I
going
would
to do
I would
with them.
imagine that would tear easier.
And soaked.
This came off of this. It seems to be easier than it's coming off of the normal boxes we have. See how that came off like this?
Oh, yeah.
So when we when we get a return or something, and it's got our original label on it still, these things seem to stick better to the boxes we get from Granger.
Yeah.
Because when we try to tear those off, they tend to come off not quite as easily as that. As far as the tape that is stuck to itself is still good. The piece that is stuck just on the box, get my thumbnail under it here. See how it comes up. It's, seems like normal, like it would come off of a normal box. The labels maybe a little more sketchy, but we've learned that you cannot do a thermal print on these labels and then put tape on it. If you put tape on it, it fades that label. I don't think it would cause a problem in a normal week-long shipping process that it takes to get to somebody, but definitely over time we've noticed, like if we put tape over the item numbers, like these, I unrolled that for you, that these numbers fade. They've never faded to the point that we can't see them, but they definitely fade.
Be careful.
Let's see. David Eddings series. I'll have to write that down. Garyad and Malorian. That's a lot of words.
You ain't fix my labels. I'm going to step on them. Well,
I'm getting hungry for lunch already.
are you?
Yes. Somebody ate my last 2 eggs, Rebel.
Not me.
Oh,
Daniel did.
you left 2, then Daniel ate them, so yeah.
Et.
Maybe
You
a
are
little.
such a Southern.
So I had to eat hot dogs for breakfast again. But it didn't fill me up enough.
I wasn't any better. I ate a pumpkin donut and a banana.
I should have had the pumpkin nut. Y'all, you want Intamans?
Intamin's is my favorite. And they only are out this time of year.
They have their normal, like, old-fashioned donuts, which is kind of what this is. But the pumpkin ones are really good.
I want to buy probably 5 boxes and bag them
And freeze them.
and freeze them. Yes, that way I'll have donuts all year.
Let's see if I can get Sheeny's book in here. Pawn of Prophecy. Mongo only pawn in Game of Life. Pawn of Prophecy.
I'm just now catching the whole instrumental Christmas music. That's funny.
Pawn of Prophecy.
I have my favorite people on these the auditions, that every time they come, I almost hope that the thing that I pick shows them again and again and again. You know, I don't know, Cody Lee and just some of these others that have, especially this past year, there were so many good singers. Jessica something, I can't remember her last name. I think she won America's Got Talent this year. But I just love, and I just sing to my heart's content.
I don't have Pawn of Prophecy available to me, Shaney. It's not in Hoopla, or it was in. I think it was in Libby, but not as an audiobook. I think it's just a regular
Only
book.
the book. Mm.
It did not show up in the audiobook filter.
Right, look this.
Who's that? I like and it's always fun when the people come out and their initial performance is basically turns into a concert because they just come across so well.
Yes.
That makes for a good audition.
Oh, here you have another booger to pack.
Why you do that to me?
Monster High pieces and parts. But y'all, this one was a good find. Let me share this. It is those little hair clips. I almost kept them for myself. If they had been any other color than brown, like black, I would have kept them. But you know, these that we all used, it sold for, 2 of them, $23. I bought a bunch of barrettes and stuff at an estate sale. $23.
I never got to my job today. Y'all, this is what I had planned on doing while we were shipping.
After we shipped.
Or after we shipped. But I was going to pack this guy, but I never got around to it today. It's going to go in one of the medium-sized boxes like that other thing did. But that's one that's getting pre-packed so we know exactly what the size and weight. And I will go ahead and I will fill the box with air pillows. But if it sits there for 2, 3, 4, 6 months or something, they're going to lose a little bit of their fluffiness. And so what I do then is that when I get it out to ship it, I'll shake it and see, and if there's movement very much at all, then I'll open it up and I'll add more air pillows to make it so it doesn't shake around much any at all.
Yeah, you need to get them listed because if they're going to sell for high dollar, it's going to be during 4th quarter.
So Rebel's
getting close.
Giving me this thing to pack. I thought maybe the 1210 4 box, but it's too long. But we have this. It's about the size of the old USPS priority shoebox. I need to put some air pillows under it, under the one side, to prop it up, and then do the other side. But
Oops,
we're going to sign off of here and get this shipping finished. Get some second breakfast or early lunch, whatever you want to call it. You all have a good day. Thanks for joining us this morning. And may the fourth quarter be with you. Or is that something? Is that from a movie?
Well, I don't know. Wait, let me say bye. I haven't waved bye.
Get to work.
Yeah.
I said it.
Get to work. Bye. Look at me. I'm staring up there like you guys can even see me. Get to work. Bye.